PM Malcolm Turnbull will lay out a 25-point battle plan as MPs return for the start of the 45th Parliament. They are among 24 items in an omnibus bill of spending cuts worth $6.1 billion, most backed by both the government and Labour. They will cut a range of payments from the dole to pensions to student loan concessions, which are wrapped in a 600-page document now being studied by the opposition. Manager of opposition business Tony Burke today warned there was no guarantee all elements of the government bill would be accepted. They are not all measures that Labour had included in its costings, he told ABC Radio. The government has been entirely deceptive with this. University students and graduates should be warned that new income thresholds for loan repayments they had considered entombed with the much-criticised 2014 budget are back. If passed as expected, the new threshold for the higher education loan program would drop from $54.869 in 2016-17 to $51.956 in 2018-19. This means former students will have to start paying their student debts off earlier, and indexation of higher education support would be pinned to the lower benchmark of the Consumer Price Index, according to a brief released by Treasurer Scott Morrison. This measure may be sensitive with the tertiary education sector due to its potential to impact on funding amounts, as HEGI, Higher Education Grants Index, has traditionally been higher than CPI. The brief notes, a measure Labour will dispute will be a plan to reduce funding to the Australian Renewable Energy Agency, ARENA, by $1.3 billion, another 2014 hangover. Labour had supported this but now argues this was in expectation of funding increases in other areas of renewable energy development, and there could be unrest within Labour over a move to end the carbon price compensation payments to new welfare recipients, which would amount to a cut in pensions and dole payments. The argument is that there is no carbon price program to compensate for, but one counter is that pensions and the dole already are too low for people to live on. This measure will affect new pensioners, families, RLOEs, veterans, holders of the Commonwealth Seniors Health Card and recipients of Farm Household Allowance who enter the welfare system from September 20, 2016. The Morrison brief says, if a recipient is receiving the energy supplement now, they will continue to receive it as long as they continuously remain inside the welfare system. Yesterday, Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull called budget repair a fundamental moral challenge and told Labour it should join the process by supporting of the omnibus bill. But first it will reintroduce legislation to revive the Australian Building and Construction Commission, the trigger for the July 2 double dissolution election.